you that are back for more. Yay! It's exciting. This is DTO. DTO and I are partners in good crime. In good crime to create, he's really, really amazing at soundscapes and creating high vibration for us to align with that vibration, actually, so our soul can awaken, be at the forefront. So that's exciting. And today we have Sita Rose.
Oh.
And how do I, TJ? Yeah, okay. So you have, what's your artist name? J Moss? TJ Moss. TJ Moss. I just know him as TJ, so I wanted to make sure I got it right. Yeah. So, this journey today is for us to awaken something within us. Like, if you read the program, who read the program actually? Okay, good. I just read it last night. Because I give them options of like all the different classes and workshops and things, and so they chose this. She knows what I'm talking about. She's also a presenter here. So yeah, I gave them all these different options, and this one is called The Goddess Within Every Being. And so today's theme is going to be awakening the divine feminine, which is so appropriate because here we are at Shaktifest, allowing the Shakti to move inside of us and through us, and then in order to serve our greatest mission and purpose here. So everything we're going to do today in this yoga-ish, dance-ish, all sorts of different exercises that are going to come about today, is all for the purpose of us shedding who we're not and returning home to who we truly are. So, does that sound good to anybody?
Oh.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So everyone take a deep breath in together. Deep breath in, deep breath in. Hold that breath. Take more breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Close your eyes for a moment. Have a little jiggle going through your body, maybe coming up through the earth like an earthquake. I know you've been walking on this desert earth for some time, over the last day and a half perhaps, or longer, or you just got here. Regardless of where you are in your timing here at this festival, I invite you to allow yourself to be in your fullest state of being. So taking another deep breath in. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Everyone make an sound. Deep breath in, one more. Exhale. So the goddess within every being, the divine feminine within every being. Let's roll onto our mats actually. Let's come into starting to move here. So roll over your knees onto your hands and knees and looking down towards the earth, and start to sway your hips from side to side. Start to feel the beautiful tones of music and sound permeating each and every cell. All the cells that have been waiting to shift, or that have been resisting shift, that have been holding on to dear life, to the old life, to the old paradigm, to the old beliefs. Now we're gonna melt those. So starting to now move the spine in like a snake-like movement. I know you've been doing a lot of movement already, either just walking on the earth or the classes. So we are going to peacefully welcome her in. And now this term, the divine feminine, has been really thrown around a lot. What does the divine feminine mean? In the Eastern tradition, in traditions is the embodiment of so many things that we aspire to be as humans. She is a teacher, a role model, a leader for us. And she's also, if we allow ourselves to, we can work with her and for her in order to make massive change on the planet in all the different ways that we can. So as you sway your heart and your spine from side to side here, your neck, your shoulders, your belly, your hips, breathe. The way to get to that place of communication and relationship with her is through the body, through the breath, through sound vibration. So hearing Sita Rose as she creates these vibes for our own mind to get out of the way in order for us to touch something. We have been ruled by the masculine for too long, and that's not bad or wrong, it's just the masculine was in front. And now it's time to walk together and breathe here. So there's a lot of traditions out there that have forgotten about the divine feminine. And what a blessing that the Eastern cultures are becoming much more easy to understand, to learn, or hear. Shaktifest, my gosh, what a blessing. Coming into the center for a moment and jiggling the belly now. Making that sound. Good, and take your hips up. Don't worry, we're not getting too asana-y here today, but we're gonna get a little wavy with our hearts, like as if your heart is painting on the ground. So a little movement here, with your body coming up and forward towards your hands, and then as if your heart has a paintbrush on it, and you're pushing that paintbrush across the floor, the ground, the earth. And imagine your heart now saying yes to Mother Earth herself, which is the divine feminine. Yes to the support, the foundation, and the recycling that she does. Breathe. Exhale. Stretch out your mouth here. We stretch out in order to create space. Break free of that mask and the contractions and the resistances we've been creating. And then booty up in the air, heels up. Bounce that booty. Make a yummy sound. Bring your knees down and bow down, forehead to the ground, child's pose. Breathe here. Let go. Let go of any preconceived notions that you've had of yourself, any labels that you've made, titles. I'm this, or I'm that, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. In this moment, you can be brand new. You get to be. So breathing here, softening into remembering who you truly are. Remembering who you truly are. There's spots up here, guys, if you wanted to come up here, for those of you that are brave. I don't bite. Oh, sometimes. Only if you're good. Alright, coming up again to cat position. Bring those hips up into down dog. Oh, make a real yawny kind of sound here. Oh. Shake out your head and say no. No to the things that you are not, things that you are ready to let go of, that you've been ready to let go of for quite some time, and now, come on, it is time. Love yourself enough to release what you are not. Bring yourself home to who you truly are. Walk your feet forward.
upside down here, so your feet are more than hip distance apart, your hands are hanging, your body is dangling over your tailbone, over your legs. Breathe. You can even sway here if that feels good. Oh, keep your knees bent a little bit. Oh, breathe. Make some sound. Let it out of the mouth. Open the mouth. Bigger than you ever have. The places that you have hardened over the years, around your heart, around your face, the jaw, the back of the neck, maybe. You know those places. Soften right now. Let her in. She's knocking on your door. Breathe. She knows who you truly are. She wants to communicate directly with that, who you truly are, so that you, together, she's your ally. You get to serve the world in your greatest mission here. You know who you are. You're in your highest alignment. Let go out of the mouth. Spread those toes. Grasp. Hug mama with your feet. And then jiggle those legs. Those knees are bent slightly. And jiggle those legs. Let her quake come up through you and roll up to standing slowly. And a little jiggle here. So all those places and times that you have held it together, holding for dear life because, ooh, it might not be safe. We've been holding for too long. So it's time to break free of that. Does that make sense to anybody? Yeah. So my invitation today for all of us, nobody left behind. You don't leave you behind. The invitation, woo! We got some pillars in this space, some leaders in this space that are holding for themselves and each other, and that is you. You are holding for you, and then you are holding for each other to raise the vibration of the planet and humanity now. Because we have forgotten who we are. Bend those knees and jiggle here. And how we've forgotten, how we know we've forgotten, is that contraction that we feel in our bodies, in our minds. The churning, the anxiety, the surface. We don't allow ourselves to drop in for too long. But my invitation is that we drop in and we live there. Who's up for that? Some of you are still a little bit afraid. I get it. So one more thing I'll say to that is it's way more fun to be on the journey of opening, expanding, and trusting. Okay? So that's where we're going today, is deep self-trust. And that comes, keep vibrating here, keep vibrating, don't hold back. Don't stop now. We trust her. Woo! She grabs both of our hands. And she takes us into the greatest possibility of support and leadership that we can have. So take a deep breath in, deep breath in. This is not for anybody else but you, your family, your communities. And exhale. When we let go into that surrender and trust, we are in this posture. We are in this posture. We're in that full, I am safe. I am loved. You take your arms up and feel this. I'm safe. I am loved. I am open. I am supported. I am not alone. I am not alone. I am not alone. Breathe. Cover the lips. So it takes a bit of returning to that childhood self of ours. The one that knew how to release and move and open and be free. Yeah, exactly. Yes to that. Cover the lips. Yeah. Jiggle the body. No more contractions, no more holding. We are meant to be free. The divine feminine is reminding us free and soft, relaxed and open. And I don't want to say it, but powerful. Powerful. All right. Woo! All right. So we're going to move a little bit here. Take a bigger, wider stance. We're going to move and sway the body. It's a different kind of yoga, right? We've seen yoga postures. Yoga is an inner posture. It's an inner posture to really be in the mindset, in the heart set of knowing that you will do what it takes in order to keep remembering who you truly are. Did that make sense? So yoga is not just these movements that we do, these organized postures. It's a way of reminding ourselves. The whole thing of yoga is to come into truly who you are. All right, bounce it out here. Breathe. So as we do this, as you walk it out side to side, feel this little pulse at the center of your body. Breathe. Let go of the jaw. Stretch it out. This is the mask. Stretch out that mask. Yes, exactly. So here's the myth, is like, or the belief in our society is like, well, if I do that, then I'm just like, I'm not gonna be okay, I'm gonna go crazy, or I'm not, I gotta hold it all together in order to survive. The opposite is true. In order to really thrive, we gotta let ourselves be free. So, break out of that shell again. So get into the back of the heart for a moment. So let the back of the heart pulse here. And I bet there's some pockets back there. So express some of those sound, like with sound. Some of those places back at the back of your heart. And here's the problem that's happened in the West is like everybody's made yoga look so pretty. It's all okay. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and this, and it's yoga is this. Let's like because yoga is the emotional body also. Do not forget about the emotional body, because it will haunt you. It will hunt you down. It will knock you down, right? You know what I'm saying? Anybody have that experience? Yeah? Of the emotional body creeping up on you and you're like, all of a sudden you're PMSing or whatever the thing is, just like, rah! You're like, where did that come from? So that's why we get into the childlike self here. Let's push out here. We are creating some space. We're renovating. So walk on your mat. Walk on your mat and create space around you, down below, all around. And I want you to do this sound here. Keep going. Breathe and push out. it's renovating. Just a few more seconds. Really. Good. Walk it out here. Come back to center pulse with your pelvis. Close your eyes for a moment. Who are you in your true self? Who are you when you remember? Who is that powerful center that is the true you? Feel your body pulsing in your pelvis. Let go of those muscles. Let go of those muscles in your anus and your groin. The front of the heart, the back of the heart. Breathe. Raise the palms up from your heart. Your diaphragm, palm space up. Breathe. So we are calling into the space our allies, our support team, the divine feminine. Each and every one of us has a whole team that is our support team, our allies that are here for us to live our full mission and purpose here. So today's the day that we get to receive the opening, sit at the board table, talk, discuss the pathways and the openings in order for us to be in our optimal level of health and well-being. Here we are. So with your eyes still closed here, feel your body start to move in the center. Open the mouth. So I promise you, all the weird will take us to that place that I'm talking about, that true centered, connected self that we all want to be, connected with ourselves and each other. So if you hold back here, I promise you, you're going to continue to hold back in your life. So the journey and the invitation for all of us is to go for it here and now, for the sake of experiencing something we might have not experienced before. So breathe. See if you can hold back from checking out. And even when you do check out, go, oh, I was checking out. Come on back. Breathe. So come into your pelvis, forward and back, a little rocking movement here. And then let that come into the heart space. You can open your eyes now and feel this little movement with your heart, with your pelvis, with your hips. A little yummy sound. All right, come to the front of your mat. Saying yes with the head. Yes with the heart, yes with the hips. And what are you saying yes to? Yes to truth, yes. Yes to love, yes to truth, yes to power, yes to highest alignment. What else? Creation, joy, peace, creativity. What else? Procreation, co-creation, yeah. Who are you when you're at your true self? Say it out loud. Who are you? Powerful. Crazy. Crazy. Wild. Yeah. Uninhibited. I'll use that word versus really crazy. Bold. Courageous. Yeah. Whole. Yes. Awesome. So that's what we're saying yes to. You know what your true self is. If you go for it today, you're going to have some more idea of what the true self is. And if you're up for that, then keep saying yes to all the things that we're going to do together. You can decide after if it's not for you, but this is a collective here. We are together. We are whole. We are connected. We are all together. We are a community. That's why you came here today. You might have not even known why you came to this particular class. But I promise you, there's some major gifts here for you. Just be open. I spent so much of my life being closed and alone wolf. move your hands, flick your wrists, walk it out side to side, breathe here. Oh, let go. Oh. All right, bring your hands together now. Keep the pulse alive in your pelvis. Inhale, exhale, press down. Inhale, arms up. Gather in this beautiful, true self-light. Lie down with a flat back. Keep the knees bouncing. That's kind of fun. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold in towards your highest self, your true self. Arms come out, lie up. Keep the bounce going. Exhale, down the center line. So the first part of us going to that place of our true self and touching in and living in that place is to release who we are not. So, we're moving, we're starting to melt away some of the debris that has been in our way of even seeing that. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, arms up. Lie down. Place your hands on the ground this time. Walk your feet back. Down dog again. Booty up in the air. And heels are up. Bounce the booty up in the air to the beat of the music here. Bounce, 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 bounce. Knees have to be bent for this. Woo! So in order for us to release who we are not, we actually got to bring that to the surface. Call it out. Call it out. And this is not to deny all the parts of us. This is actually to embrace all aspects of ourselves. It's the judgment that we want to release fully. So we bring it to the surface to see what shame or judgment that we may have around those things that we feel that we are not. All right, knees come down. Bow down again, forehead to the ground. Breathe here. Child's pose. Return to the wisdom of the child. Breathe here. In this space, honor yourself. My gosh, how much courage does it take to commit to a journey like this? A class, a festival, and committing to who you truly are and returning home to that every single day or every single moment we forget. Breathe. We're gonna rise our body up here. Cat position again. So we're gonna go a little further in our release technique, and some of you know this from previous classes with me, and some of you are very new to this. So we're gonna start with a jiggle. It's like, I call this kind of like the Hoochie Mama kind of dance thing. So you can really like, oh. But I want you to imagine that like the divine feminine's hands are on your wrist, and she's just like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Got it? Mouth has to be open. Yeah, mouth has to be open, and the sound gets to come out. Woo! One more time, deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Woo! Yeah! Awesome. From here, push back to your heels. We're actually going to come onto our backs, or our butts for a moment. hands behind you, a little tap of the feet. Woo! So this song is on 2 albums. It's on Sita Rose's album and on DTO's album. It's called Show Me the Way. And it's specifically for Ganesh. Who knows who Ganesh is? Yay! So Ganesh is the elephant-headed deity. Take the feet up, like lean back like you're on the beach. Get your feet up in the air. Okay, from here, hold at the backs of the knees. We're gonna thing for our internal bodies, for our emotional bodies. And the way that it's going to work is we're going to actually go to a wisdom place within ourselves that is the child place. That wisdom place that knows how to release naturally. And so we're going to have an opportunity to blow it out without this. Without this. Like the mind is the part that holds us back. So we easily go to therapy. Actually, it's not that easy for everybody, but we go to therapy and we're like, talk, and we go on and on and on and on and on about our things, which is great. It's fine. You are validated that you exist. Awesome. But it will keep on churning. It's not going to break the cycle. The thing that breaks the cycle is when you blow it out with the same amount of energy, emotion that put it there in the first place. If you've had any childhood trauma, or if you've had any experiences in your life that were really hard, traumatic, hurtful, this experience exercise allows us to blow it out clearly. So, who's up for that? Oh, awesome. Yay, we got everybody on board pretty much. And those of you that are not sure yet, just go for it anyway. Just go for it anyway, regardless. And that class is just starting, so we actually want to do this before they start. They complained yesterday. We just did not know. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we found our edge. Exactly right. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to get to a point, a crescendo, where we allow ourselves to do exactly what we did when we were 2 years old. When we were 2 years old, we had no problem going, something really hurts and it doesn't feel good, and woo! That felt pretty good. We had no problem doing that, right? But as we got older, what do? Swallowed, pressed down, repressed, held it together, controlled. Oh yeah, if I just like now, I got this. I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna get tighter, tighter, and tighter, tighter. It's time to blow it out. It's time to blow it out. And we're not just doing this for ourselves, although it's amazing for us. We are doing this for our families, our children, our partners, our work people, our communities, and this global community. Got it? So the opportunity, I'm going to show you how to do this. First we have our knees bent, and then we pulse the pelvis forward and back. So there's going to be this movement. There's going to be a sound I add. I'm going to tell you to move your head from side to side. I'm going to ask you to blink your eyes. And then we're going to do this for a little while. And basically, it gets us out of our head, hopefully, and allows us to access a part of us that hasn't been accessed in a while, and blow out the wall, the veil between that true self and this present moment, okay? So the way that we're going to blow it out is that after we're doing all these pieces, I'm going to tell you to take a deep breath in, and then you're going to hold that breath, and then we're going to scream it out from here. So if you'll notice, kids don't usually go to those high-pitched unless they're like just so far gone to like, ah! You know, like it's more of a scared scream. The scream usually is from down there because they're blowing it out of their emotional body. So the difference is it's an open channel scream, ah, versus ah. See the difference? Okay, so you're gonna keep it open. I don't care what culture we are from, whatever upbringing we had, this is our opportunity. This is the new culture we're creating. So, breathe here. Bend your knees. Start to pulse your pelvis forward and back. Forward and back. And we're going to start the sound. Here we go. Hey. 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 Keep your knees bent. Yes. Hey. Eyes are open. Hey. Hey. We are now going to the opposite This is the time. Ready? Go! Breathe, eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Yes! Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Breathe. Breathe and receive the alignment. And any place that you held back, it's okay. Breathe. Keep your knees unlocked, my loves. Don't lock up, don't hold back. You are safe. Eyes are open, eyes are open. Yeah. So easily we want to go back into the trying to figure it out. This exercise was something I was initiated into. Sounds ridiculous, right? It's like a screaming exercise. But I was initiated into it properly by a woman I work with who works with an organization called the Total Integration Institute. It's no joke. It's a real powerful exercise. And I'm grateful for this pathway because it brings us into highest truth and connection, presence, and alignment. And it comes with some tears, some laughter. And it's okay, because that's what's stuck in our bodies. And it's not a bad thing. We think of tears as bad, we think of emotions as bad, but they're not. And that's why we kept them safe and tucked in. And the truth is, they're not safe inside there. They're actually festering, fermenting, not in a good way. Not in a good way. They don't have probiotics that are good. They're actually like they turn into really nasty cells in our body. What do those cells turn into? Disease, poor quality of life, pain, and so on. So you may think that this is crazy, that this could not be possible, or you may just check out. You're not even listening to me right now. It's fine. Wherever you are, I love you. And you love you. That's why you're here. All right, so keep it moving here. Just a walk from side to side. Breathe. We are gonna do one more. We're doing one more. I love you guys. We're gonna do one more in order to really shed. But this time, you know what? We're actually gonna use our hands. This is how I do it at home when DTO's like in the living room. Or I'm in a bathroom stall sometimes. You know, the stuff comes up at any point. I do it with my hands over my mouth, but I don't let that hold me back from the scream. So I'll flush the toilet, and I'll like... So, that's what we get to do today too, okay? I still want you to stomp your feet, scream into your hands. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's start to pulse the pelvis forward and back. Yeah, why don't we get on our backs actually? This will be fine to do on our backs. And then it's a little harder to do the handspring when we're on our backs, but it's okay. But we'll still attempt to do that. Okay, so you're on your back, you're gonna pulse your pelvis the same way, but your booty's not gonna come off the ground. It's just a little tilt of the pelvic bone going up towards the nose. Knees are up, feet are on the ground. Knees are up, yeah. Awesome, eyes are open, look on up. Hey, hey, open the mouth. Hey, hey, yes. Hey, hey, good. Hey, 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 yes. Hey, 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 back and forth, yes. Hey, hey, yeah, there you go. Hey, hey, kicking out of the belly. Hey, kicking out of the belly. Hey, hey, kicking out of the belly with that sound. Say, blink your eyes. Hey, 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 hey. Keep moving your head, keep blinking your eyes. You got this. Hey, shake out your hands. Hey, hey, eyes are open, blinking your eyes. Hey, 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 get out of your head. Return to who you truly are. Do what it takes to get there. Feel more. Hey, 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 hey. Keep moving your head, keep blinking your eyes, keep giving yourself full permission here. Hey, hey, open your mouth. Hey, 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 hey. Keep blinking your eyes, moving your head. Here we go. Now take a deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. You're going to take your hands to your mouth, but take a deep breath in full. Capture all of the things that you are not, and we are going to blow them out. Do not hold back. Do not think you do not need to do this last one. Ready, set, go! Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate your body. Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate. Don't hold. Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate. Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate. Don't hold anymore. Oh my God, you guys. You sound like zombies. In a good way. Eyes are open, look up, breathe. So I get it. I get it. I really experienced a lot of you go for it, and a lot of you actually hold back. And I get it. I get it. Our society has not taught us how to fully free and show us how. So we were taught that moving our energy, moving our emotions was bad and wrong and inappropriate and ugly. Yeah, it is ugly. But we're not meant to be all pretty and holding shit together for like every moment of every day. We're meant to be like up and down and in and out and free. Just like a child. We're not meant to hold it together and pretend. That's what we've been doing, is pretending. And I'm so passionate about us being free. So I apologize that I'm yelling at us. But I really see the potential if you let go and release who we are not. Does anybody want to fess up and tell me who felt like they held back? Put up your hand if you felt like you held back. Oh? Yeah, okay, a couple of you. Yeah, awesome. Anybody else want to fess up? Okay, a couple more. Great. So, I get it. And I know the story of, I'll do this at home. I'll do this when I'm alone. I promise you, you won't. This is the collective here. This is the most powerful place that you can be. You won't do it at home. And I feel sad for that. And I get it. Okay. We're going to do a mini one. We're going to go right into it, right away. Feet on the ground. Take a deep breath in. And you're going to tap your feet. You're going to tap your hands. And I really want you to go for it. Hands on the mouth or not. Just a quick one. Ready? Inhale. Deep, 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 deep. Capture, capture, capture. Who you are not. And scream it out. Ready? Go. You guys, there's two awesome beings in this class right now that are walking around that screamed in each other's faces. That was so amazing. How old are they? 5. Yeah, you're awesome. Yeah, she knew what to do. She was like, let me get in your face. Come on. Ah! Exactly. Exactly. That's the way to do it. You teach us that. We do. We need to learn from children because they are the ones that know how to do this. Don't tell them that they don't. They do. Breathe.
We're gonna rock on our backs from forward and back again. The backs of our knees, holding, rocking, making some sounds here. If your true self could speak right now, what kind of sound would it make? Come on, don't hold back. I know you got some sounds in you. Give me just your favorite animal sound. What's your favorite animal sound? Roll forward and back just a couple more times. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. Breathe. Look down towards the earth. And come back to this little bounce of the belly. This one's not a jiggly one, it's like a bouncy one. That sound that you made when you were 5 years old, when you were feeling a little funky. Drop your head. And now jiggle a little more. Okay, look at the front of your mat. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Let's do a little stretching with your booty back and fold the mat towards you and keep rolling it towards you until you are folding your mat and you're walking back now. Walk the body back. Knees back, fold your mat, roll your mat, however you want to do it, all the way to the back of the mat. And then you're going to put the mat to the side of the space. And all your belongings too. And you're going to take some sips of water on the way. We are coming into the next step, the next level, the Bollywood. Yeah. DTO loves the Bollywood. It's his favorite. He's going to show us his new moves, aren't you, today? He's got some new moves. That'll be his favorite word. Come on, hustle, hustle. Here we go. We got limited time with Bollywood, people. Just kidding. It's never limited time with Bollywood. Come on in. Center, center. Move all the belongings. Can I help you? Let's help our fellow peeps. Okay, that is? Okay, great. Awesome. Have some sounds. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Breathe. Yeah, oh yay, I get to see everybody all standing and alive. Yay. Yay. Walk it out at the side. So this is what happens, right? When we let go, when we give ourselves full permission to be free, to let go of the things that we are not, we return home to who we truly are. Yeah, there we are. Yay. So let the body say yes. Remember, this is the yoga posture. You're in the posture of yes. You're in the posture of I will do what it takes in order for me to be in my shiny, radiant, truthful leader in this lifetime. To be a role model for myself and others. Breathe. Let your shoulders get involved. Your knees are really bent here. So pick them up. Yes. So it's almost like sitting in a chair and then lifting up. Yeah. All right. So Bollywood is awesome because it gives us that anything is possible, that you can start dancing in the streets at any time. We've seen Bollywood movies. Indian movies? Yeah, okay. So the whole concept is it's a musical and song and dance, right? So at any time, you see somebody, even your enemy, and that's the good thing about Bollywood, right? Even your enemy is like becomes your dance partner. At any time. And then they're like, woo! I have a moment about this human existence. It's like suffering all the time. Okay? So that's what we're doing here. We
those stories are, they weren't true. They weren't true. We decided that we were a bad person. We weren't enough. Right? That we weren't the one. We couldn't be. We couldn't possibly be. I wasn't rich enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. That's all stories. You are a leader. You are meant to serve here. Who agrees with me? Okay. That's nice. Great. So dance it out from up here with that yes in the body. Open mouth. Ethan, where you at? Let's see some of these moves you got. Get over here. Crank it. Can we turn up the music a little bit? Where's those sound people? Can we turn it up a little bit? They're holding us back. Take it. Yeah. Nice. Woo. So moving around this space here. Share your yes with your body, with everyone else. You are safe here. You've got some healthy masculines in the space, healthy feminines in the space. Yes. Woo! Yes. Keep making some sounds. Yes. Snap your fingers. Yes. Yes. So, if you are holding back, call yourself out right now. Call yourself out and bring yourself out. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Move through the space. Find a partner. It can be anybody right in front of you. Don't go to the person that you came with. It's okay. Find anybody to dance with right now. Make some eye contact. Yes. 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 Good. Next partner. Yes. 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 Make eye contact. Yes. 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 Now, skip around the space when you are 5 years old. Skip around between those arms. Yes. Breathe. Skip, skip, skip. Don't say it's only a couple of minutes of this. It's short. Go for it. Yes. 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 All right, everybody, please, wherever you are, unless you're touching somebody. Breathe, 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 breathe. Yeah. Close your eyes for a moment. Just feel this posture. What's surging through you? What do you notice? So the thing about, we do all these things, and we don't integrate them fully. We don't notice them. So they're just like, oh great, I just had a euphoric experience. It's just like doing another plant medicine, and doing another plant medicine, and keep doing it because you keep wanting that same opening. The truth is, the yoga truth is, you get to have that opening all the time. Okay, open your eyes, unbreathe, and unlock, and then fully express what wants to come out. So, do not don't shut them down. She stays alive. And she moves up with us as we move into, here we are 10 years old, 12. We keep that alive, that wisdom of that child. Not the unconsciousness, but the full consciousness of that being that lives inside of us. Let that live. And now play with her, him. Go for it. Get a little badass with this one. Let's play a little gangsta. Woo! Yeah! It's like full-on teenager music. Ready? Woo! Teenager Punjabi music. Yeah! So let it get hip-hoppy here. Yes! Because we are integrating to another level of our being. Oh! Yes! Yes! Yeah, make some sounds. Just help me raise it. Bounce it out. Let me see you bounce it. So everybody bounce. Hey! Gathering more children is awesome. Unlock your knees. Keep those knees unlocked. Feel how held we are. Feel how held we are when we allow ourselves to be. Can you feel the difference? They are alive and well. Yeah. That is a great representation of what is happening right now. They're integrating us. Yeah, they're like little shamans in this space. Just like, yeah, people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Be alive with your 5-year-old self. Don't hide anymore. It is time. It is time. It is time. Ooh, what's happening over there, DTO? Oh my God, we have a surprise. Oh my God. So exciting. So DTO's been working on a new album. Let's just come up closer for a second. Let's make a little... We're putting the pressure on people. Okay, so DTO is working on his third album, which is so exciting. Huh? Okay, whatever's happening. Something's happening. They are collaborating on a song that's happening on the third album. That's not gonna happen right now, but it's amazing. Just like gonna give you a little seed for when that comes out, which will be it'll be at the end of this year. So take a pause here and bend your knees. Breathe. So here's the thing, is like when we allow ourselves to really let go, to release the things that we are not, we come into this opening of ideas, creativity, viable ideas that are your opportunities. Do you get that? Has that happened before? You've opened the portal and you've connected with something, you've been like, oh yeah, right, I see myself making a podcast or coaching people, or really serving at a high level, right? You know that. And then what happens? The stories come in, the untruths come in. That's what we're changing right now. Do you get that? That's what we're changing on a cellular level. That's so exciting to me. And it's exciting that we're all on board together, because this is what it's about. Okay, so let's actually come on in over here again. Like, let's move around in the space, like slower, but with the knees bent still. Like, really feeling the feet, the ground, the feet touch the ground as you walk, so super mindfully. But mindfully is different what it sounds like. Mindfully is heartfully, presently. Open the mouth, let go. This is part of the integration too. We can't be just doing all day long on our phones, on our computers, on our devices. So feel, to walk here presently, you can make eye contact, no one's gonna hurt you. They're gonna just love you. Yeah. So let yourself be loved and loved. What would that be like? What would that be like? To see and give simultaneously, like truly just allow all of you empaths in the space that are so used to giving, let yourself be seen also. Yeah. That's beautiful. Breathe. Breathe. Yeah. Woo! My God, it's so quiet in here. Yeah. Just breathe. So if you started holding your breath, let it go. Yeah. With those pockets. Breath and holding, go. Letting yourself be seen and to see simultaneously. Yeah. Who are you when you let go? Let yourself be seen. My gosh, so shiny. Yeah. So shiny through the eyes, through the heart. And now really get flowy with it. Like let your body just like wind and express and feel the space. We did all this renovation. Oh, feel the space around you. Like you can even move through like you're swimming, diving, sewing, creating, being the alchemist, and playing. Sparkling your beautiful sparkles into the world, onto each other. Yes. Just breathe. And receiving all the sparkles. Ladies, I think our table back here needs some help. Yay. You're moving to the space. Yes. If you can touch every single person with your eyes, your sparkles.
Just breathe, love. Always. Hey.
Just breathe love, feel it.
Just breathe, love.
Yeah.
Always.
So when it's possible, when we let go of who we are not, we return home to truly who we are. We remember who we are, but bigger than that, we live who we are. And we continue to, and we do what it takes.
No, she's it. She's it. I'm not it. You're not it.
What do you notice in this space? Popcorn it out. Energy. Fun. More mobility. Flow. Freedom. Love. Connection. Clarity. Freedom. What? Devotion. Yeah. Awesome. So that's the integration. Come on in closer. This is the best part. This is the best part. We get to look in that mirror. You know those moments when you look into the mirror and you're like, oh my God, there I truly am. I'm not the one that I'm like, looking and poking at my wrinkles and my things and the, all the problems that we see. All the problems that we see. It's time to see who we truly are. It's time to see who we truly are. Our height challenged people in the center, like I'm height challenged, so come into the center here. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm all like, what's happening over there? Yeah, come on in and let's sit down together and really close here. Really close, yeah. What is possible when we really open to creativity, and DTO is such a good teacher for me in this. My gosh, he doesn't stop his creativity and his flow. He like opens up and he keeps returning to who he is truly, and that is a divine provider of sound vibes to raise the vibration of the planet. Each one of us has a grand mission like that. It's in different ways. We all have gifts, all in different ways. And it is time to rise. It is time to come together. And shine. Look around the space right now, like as you sit here, look behind you, look in front of you, look at the sun. Make eye contact. I want you to hear as you're making eye contact with different people. I allow you to see me. I allow you to see me. That is it. When you allow the world to see you, that's the biggest gift that we can do, right? And so much of the time we are hiding. I hid for so long. I don't know why I'm so emotional right now, but like, I think the truth is I hid for so long. And when I came out, this is what happened. It was like the mission of all missions, like it's time for us to all be together and to be open and to be connected, to return to the humanity, like the truth of humanity. So take a deep breath in. That is the sound of connected humanity right there. Hi, honey. So what we get to do now is balance So we're calling in the Divine Feminine to support us here, right? Because she's been shut down and for so long, right? So that's why we forgot too. We all have a Divine Feminine inside of us, each one of us. And the Divine Feminine is the one that reminds us what our true mission is here. The masculine divine is the one that's the doer. Like that energy gets it done. But if we don't know what we're doing, then we're just aimlessly doing. Does that make sense? And what the Divine Feminine teaches us is to be super duper amazingly, like Wonder Womanly, like Avatarly connected to that mission and stay on that course. You got it? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. So exciting. We're gonna do Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. So let's say it together. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. Divine masculine, divine feminine, it's time for us to be in feet, hand in hand, walking together, not in front of each other, not on top of each other, not the imbalance, but the balance. Okay, here we go. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. 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 Hands on your heart. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. Full integration. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. One more. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Ma. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Oh. Eyes open, looking around the space again, connecting, allowing yourself to be seen and to see, and being super integrated in that, relaxed and integrated in that. We are safe now. We are safe now. It is time now. So our time is up, actually. I got the sign. The sign says the time is up. I want to share, DTO and I travel all over the place and we share our gift with the world, and I do festivals and stuff, and I want to share about this one. This one's called the Chi Revolution that's happening in Florida next week. It's hard for me to talk about all that. So join us. We've got these postcards on that table. It's June 22nd. It's next month. Yeah. And I do want to invite you into something really special. For the Divine Feminine in the space that is ready to take your leadership, that are visionaries in the space, that are conscious entrepreneurs that want to step into conscious entrepreneurship, and your own leadership. I offer a few different things. One is an annual event that happens in San Diego, California called Embody Experience. It's a 2-day event, October 4th and 5th. Put that in your calendar, please.
and connect with us. I will share more about it through my emails. I also share in my emails stories, inspirations, dances, live every day. I'm on Instagram Live and Facebook Live Monday to Friday mostly, and that's this kind of a tune-up to remember. Those are all free, and then I offer only at this festival and Shaktifest is for women a private one-on-one deep dive, and what that entails is you coming into what your full vision is, like us exploring what that is, then what's holding you back from really stepping into that, and then I help you make a little step-by-step plan for you to step into that, into the world. And if it also works out that there's something that I would feel in a high alignment with you to work with, I will invite you into that. So most of my stuff is by invitation only because we're working on an awesome level, and I want to know that you're ready for it. We're ready for it. So that's available. I sell those here as an offering for 47 bucks. So if you didn't grab one already, some of you women have already grabbed one, you can do that. Nareda and Danielle are at the back table. I'm going to meet you there if you have questions about that and any other questions. I love you. We love you. DTO is on Spotify. DTO, it's super simple. D to the T to the O. And, you know, 2 albums on there, a couple of remixes that are incredible. Grab his music. It really does change lives. Yeah, and one of the offerings that I have coming up is in July called The Secret Sauce. It is for visionary entrepreneur women that want to know the real secrets. I've been doing this for 20 years, being a motivational teacher, speaker, healer, and now I want to, help you to not make the mistakes that I did because I made a lot. So that's for 9 women only, and that would be also, book a call with me, and we can go from there if you're interested in that. I'm really excited about that. It's actually the first time I'm offering it. It's a mastermind, 4-day in live, and then it's 3 months afterwards in Zoom calls. And anything else, DTO?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Sita Rose, TJ
Yes,
Adam Knight.
yes, Adam Knight. Thank you for singing. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sita Rose, for your blessing. Thank you, TJ. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's hear for Hemalayaa.
Thank you. I guess we gotta get out of space, but we'll be over there by that table. Love of you.